He's gonna do a big giveaway at 7:30, so go check that out. Up next, we have a hempologist. His name is John Dvorak, and he's gonna speak right now, so give it up for him.
All right, thank you. Yeah, hello. Is this one?
Yeah, why don't you come down in front?
Hello, hello. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Danielle. And thanks, Shannon. And URI, SSDP for putting this event on. Thank you so much. It's great to be back at Hempfest. Can you guys feel the excitement out there? 8 states have legalized marijuana. Yeah. You can walk into a store in Colorado and buy marijuana. Sounds good to me. We need to do that here. We got to celebrate all our progress, but we got to do more. We have to legalize it in Rhode Island. Think big, Rhode Island. So our job is not done. Our politicians are doing everything they can to stand in our way. Reefer madness is alive and well. And I need your help to turn reefer madness into reefer gladness. Yeah. Woo! That's right. Now here's a little reefer madness for you. Our federal government still classifies marijuana as a Schedule I narcotic, even though it's the safest therapeutic substance known. It's amazing. There is no lethal dose for marijuana. You cannot smoke yourself to death. Unfortunately, thousands of Americans die every year overdosing on opioids. We're in the middle of an opioid crisis that's tearing apart our society. And people in states with good medical marijuana laws, the overdose rate is going down. This is a good thing. People are substituting marijuana for opioids and other pharmaceuticals. Despite this, our politicians, puritanical politicians, still think they know what's best for us. They still say marijuana is a gateway drug. They say you smoke a little marijuana and then boom, you're doing heroin the next day. That's just not right. Those guys are oxymorons. That's right, oxymorons. Marijuana is actually an exit drug. Has anybody here used marijuana to get off of opioids or to stop drinking, stop smoking cigarettes? Yeah, I know a lot of people have. I'm an alcoholic and I haven't had a drink in almost 10 years thanks to marijuana. That's right. Woo! Marijuana saved my life.
Oh, yeah.
I used to have a beer belly. Now I got a pot belly. And I'm proud of it. Cannabis is good for children too. It's very good for epilepsy, autism, and Dravet's. Unfortunately, parents are still being persecuted for providing medicine to their children. This is just wrong. We have to fight for these parents, fight for the children. We have to fight for our veterans. Cannabis is very good for post-traumatic stress. It's good for traumatic brain injury. It's good for pain. So our veterans fought for us. We have to fight for them. That's right. Cannabis is good for senior citizens. It's good for old farts like me. It's good for Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, arthritis. Should you smoke a fatty with grandma? Why not? It could help her. But she doesn't have to smoke it. She can vaporize it. Anybody like to vaporize out there? Yeah. You can eat it, edibles, tinctures, lotions, salves, even suppositories. That's right, cannabis suppositories. So the next time somebody tells you marijuana is not medicine, tell them to stick it where the sun don't shine. That's right. And remember, you can't spell healthcare without THC. That's right. Look that up in your funkin' wagnalls. Because I'll tell you what, we're creating a $1 trillion cannabis industry right now. $1 trillion. We're creating thousands of jobs all across this country. You guys have heard of the .com era, right? Well, this is the .bong era, and it's going to blow that away. This is your chance to get on the ground floor of something very, very special. Hey, does anybody here want to legally grow marijuana for a living? Yeah, I bet you do. Well, we got to legalize it so you can. And you can grow it legally in Rhode Island and other states. It's awesome. You can make extracts, make edibles, invent a new delivery system like a vaporizer, or sell hemp. There's all sorts of great hemp products out there. So think big, Rhode Island. This is going to be huge. All right, nice echo. So we got a lot of great things going on. But guess what? They're still arresting over 600,000 Americans every year just for possessing marijuana. That's insane. And they're disproportionately arresting minorities and poor people. It's tearing apart our inner cities. That's just not right. The amazing thing is, most people don't care. You guys care because you're here today, so thank you very much. But most people couldn't give an aeronautical intercourse. And that's why I want you to care about apathy and keep fighting. We got to keep fighting until they stop arresting people for pot. Yeah. So how are we going to do this? We need to educate and communicate. And that's why I want to talk a little bit about the cannabis curriculum. The next time you guys get an assignment in school for a paper or a class project, do it on cannabis, hemp, medical marijuana, or the drug war. Educate yourself, educate others. There's so many subjects, so many topics to choose from. Do we have anybody here today in the textiles and fashion design program? Yeah, anybody working with fashion? Well, put hemp in your next project. Hemp fabric is tremendous, and you can mix it with all sorts of different materials. We got any history buffs here? If you're taking a history class or doing a project, URI has a huge collection of 20,000 historic textile objects. Why not categorize those, determine which ones have hemp in it, and let people know? That would be awesome. Anybody in the sustainable agriculture program? Yeah! Yeah, got some Aggies. All right, well, we need to grow hemp for research. So work with your professors and URI, and let's grow some hemp in Rhode Island. Yeah, because you know what? Hemp is the green buffalo. That's right. Native Americans used the entire buffalo to survive. They used the hide for shelter and clothing. They ate the meat. They used the bones for weapons and tools. They used the entire buffalo, hair, snoot, balls, and all. And you can use the entire cannabis plant to make so many essential products: food, fuel, building materials, medicine, tree-free paper, clothing. It's amazing. I'm covered with hemp today, from herd to toe. That's why I call it the green buffalo. Hey, all right. So like I said, there's a lot to do. There's a lot of challenges, but also so many opportunities. We need to educate and communicate. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, your parents, your grandparents, your doctor. Let them know that medical marijuana is a great medicine. Let them know that hemp is a green buffalo. And let them know that prohibition is one of the biggest problems facing society today. Educate and communicate. That's how we're going to turn reefer madness into reefer gladness. All right, thank you very much. Keep up the fight and peace.
Yeah, baby. All right. All right. That was awesome. Thank you, John Dvorak. If what he said resonates with you, then we have to be the change that we want to see in the world. We can't just sit around and enjoy it. So over